Hi guys, how is it going? I'm just going to do a quick audio test. Hi guys, how is it going? I'm just going to do a quick audio test. See what the audio is like. Because I know that there was a really bad issue with the last video in terms of audio. So I'm just going to keep testing to see where the gain is on the microphone just to get the right audio for you guys. Let's see what it's like now. See how it sounds. Sounds perfect. It's a lot more not crackly, it's a lot more just, yeah, it's a lot better. I'm happy with that. So how are we all doing? In the last stream we managed to, let's just have a quick look at the calendar and I'll quickly just share out the stream to let everyone know that we are currently live, and then they can come by and stop in if they wish to come see us carry on with the builds, the rebuilds of Leeds, which in the last sort of stream, yesterday's stream, went really well, really well. Let's just quickly put this out there. Sorry guys, I should have done this before. I should do this before I go live really. But we're doing it now, aren't we? So continuing the Leeds United rebuild. Come watch. That sounds fine. Post that, and then we'll just put some little small streamer and YouTube, and then we'll put FC 25 post. Right, we're all set and ready to go. Let's go. Let's do this. We will go default view, show chat. So the chat, I've got the chat there. I can see the chat now. I might also pop out the chat, to be fair, just to make it a separate window. And I'm gonna screen this. If I can get this going okay. Yeah, sorry guys. Right, let me just put on the calendar. I should do all this before I go live really. I know that now for future reference. But we're all good. We're ready to go. I'm actually really excited. So in the last stream, yesterday's stream, we managed to obviously play pre-season. We won Newcastle, we lost against Spurs, we lost against the Cup because I said I wasn't really going to concentrate on a Cup for this season. So we went for, we're going to concentrate on the league. So obviously at the minute we beat Brighton, we beat Burnley, we beat Palace, and now the next game is against Sunderland. We'll show you the squad for those that are new and those that didn't watch yesterday's stream. So we obviously brought in a couple of signings. We brought in Kelleher, which has now been actually confirmed to join Brentford in real life. So we tried to keep it realistic. I know that they were linked with him. So yeah, unfortunately he's not coming to Leeds now. don't know why he's switched. So we brought in Leif Davis from Ipswich because obviously Kieran McKenna was the manager, got relegated, and he decided to bring him back to Leeds. We brought in Van Uwijk, the former Coventry right back. Had an amazing season with Coventry. Just missed out on the playoffs. Well, no, I think they're in the playoffs, playoff final rather. In terms of attack, we brought in Beto from Everton. We also brought in Solomon, which is obviously a no-brainer. We sold. What was his name now? I forgot his name. The Nonso, Willie Nonso. Yeah, he's gone. We brought in Semi Klitschkoi from Besiktas. We brought in James McAtee, which is going to take over from Aronson. Actually, I think that's what I like more. We've still got Ramazani on the bench. We've got Giabi, which we tried to bring in Wesley Ugochukwu from Chelsea, but we were unsuccessful on the last day. We've still got Rodon, we've still got Bowden, which I'm going to try and get rid of these two and replace them with some more Premier League-esque quality type players. We've also... That is all we've done really, to be fair. I think I'm going to try and sell or get rid of Gelhardt as well. Which leaves the squad quite thin, but I like a smaller squad. Because we're not in any European football this season. But at the same time, it's crucial for us to just keep doing what we're doing. But we also need backup to make sure that we can, if we have any injuries, we're all good. So in terms of kits, I'm going to put James McAtee as the number 10. I'm going to make Solomon as the number 14. And I'm going to, I suppose I could give McAtee the number 8, but I kind of want him to be the 10. Piro is going to have to just take the number like, we'll give him 20. And obviously Beto's number 9 because he's our main man up top. And then in terms of any more signings that we're going to make, I've decided to get rid. Obviously, I've just said I was going to get rid of Rodon because I don't think he is Premier League quality. Even though he's come from Spurs, still don't really back him in that department. In terms of a mainstay in the team, I'm looking at a giant of a player, and he goes by the name of Diego Coppola. He's 21 years old, Italian, 6'4", and he's had an unreal season with Verona in the Serie A. Should we just pop up his stats really quickly? Diego Coppola. If I just pick up his stats from this season, 2 clubs are actually linked to him. Aston Villa and Brighton are linked to him. I'm going to be really annoyed if he ends up going to Brighton, who have no European football. So he's played 34 games this season, scored twice. But for a defender, he carries the ball out from the back. He's really good in the air. He's really good. Loves a slide tackle. Very good defensively. He'd play on the right instead of... He'd play over Ampadu, I'd say, because I kind of want to keep Patrick Struck in the team. But at the same time, I feel kind of bad getting rid of Ampadu. But we could probably go to a back 3, but I'm not really sure I'm going to a back 3. But enough of messing around anyway. I just want to play some games and get on with this stream. As we're looking at Leslie Ugochukwu, 10.2 million isn't bad for a 21-year-old. So I reckon we try and sign him in January as well. I'm not sure fund-wise if we'll be able to pull off both of these deals. Looks like we won't. But we could probably try and get him in on loan now, if they let us have him on loan. Yeah, so we'll sort this out for January, and we'll just keep it basic terms. He's going to come in in January on a short term till the end of the season, and then we'll see what we think about him, if we like him, if we don't like him. Because if we don't like him, we can just decide to not sell him for the previous season. Well, sign him for the previous season, rather sell him. We don't own him just yet, but we'll get around to that. So let's just jump straight in. Sunderland at home. Can we keep our winning streak? Can we make it 3 wins in a row? Hopefully we can, because then we'll be further up that table, exactly where we want to be. We want to be challenging for some European football. Leeds haven't played in Europe. Since Leeds haven't been in Europe since 2002 to 2003, where they competed in the UEFA Cup and reached the 3rd round. So it's been a while since Leeds have actually competed in Europe. Yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone. If you could just leave a like on the stream, I'd greatly appreciate it. Boosts the algorithm, boosts my channel. I really do appreciate it. It allows me to make more content and let people know. Lets me know that people enjoy the content. And I can make more rebuilds. Dan James into Beto early on. Couldn't quite get to the ball. Chirkin. Can Kelly get there? He can. Right, I see some space out here on the left side. Solomon. Solomon's still running with the ball. Plays it into Beto. Beto with a touch. Calm touch. Plays it out wide to McAtee. McAtee lost the ball. That's the thing with like smaller like midfielders. They're really lightweight, so they're easily pushed off the ball. So you're unable to basically drive with the ball, because you're always 9 times out of 10 going to get tackled. Gruev, Tanaka, Gruev, Ampadu, McAtee. He's going to play out wide to Solomon. Solomon cutting inside. Still Solomon. It's still Solomon. Solomon, Beto, 1-0 Leeds. It's brilliant work down that left-hand side by Manuel Solomon. Sunderland defenders couldn't hack it. They couldn't chase him. Weren't worth the foul. Weren't worth the commit. Joe Bellingham's a good signing. McAtee tries to play in Solomon, but unfortunately couldn't quite find the pass. Joe Bellingham on the ball. Tanaka is going to cut inside, play the pass back to Gruev, to Tanaka, Patrick Strout. He's going to play Tanaka. He's going to try and keep some time on the ball to try and see what runs people are making. Tanaka. Van Ewijk. Tanaka has tried to play an audacious pass to Beto. Beto on the turn. Beto with the strike. Save from Young. What a strike that is from Beto. That is an amazing strike by Beto. We're going to try and find someone in the box. Is it going to be Strauch? It was Strauch. He's gone down injured. This is not a good sign. It's come out to Dan James with the effort. Deflected. Is Patrick Strout going to get up, or is he still going to be on the floor? He's got up eventually, but we are going to have to probably make a substitution because we cannot risk one of our best defenders getting injured. Floated back into the box. It's fallen now. Tanaka can't win the ball back. Bar Back to Gruev. Back to Strout. He's gonna try. We're gonna try and test him to see if he'll be able to hang on for half time. If not, we'll have to take him off. It's come out to Tanaka. Tanaka tries to find a lovely ball out to Dan James. Dan James now. Back out to McAtee. McAtee to Gruev. McAtee back to Gruev. Gruev to Solomon. Solomon beats his man. Goes for a strike. Scores. 2-0 Leeds. It's too easy. It's far too easy. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Hope that you're having a good day. Tuning it up. It's very easy at the moment. Sunderland don't stand a chance. They can't even get. They haven't even had a shot yet, I don't think. Tanaka on the ball. Just going to try and switch it out here to Dan James, which is successfully done. Dan James is going to run to the byline, but Dennis Churkin wins back possession. But it's foul to James McAtee. McAtee running in on goal. He's going to go all the way. Solomon. It's another goal for Solomon. Solomon just can't stop scoring. Joe Bellingham on the ball. He's had a lot of the ball. Here's Mundell. It's Mundell again on the ball. Mundell back to Job. Job into, I don't even know how to pronounce his name, Arachushi. It's Leif Davis. Clears into Solomon. Anderson. Mundell. Van Ewijk struggled to regain the ball. Patrick Strout's still got a knock on him, but he's still able to carry on. If he needs to come out, that's going to be a very big miss, and that's the issue we have with this centre-back issue now, because we have to play Rodon. Rodon's not going to be good enough. I feel that's when we'll struggle. It's Solomon again. He's trying to do it all. He's trying to dance around the whole team. But we are going to actually end up taking him off, unfortunately. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to be without Strout.
It's a bit of a struggle for both sides to keep the ball right now. But doesn't have to do it on his own.
Ooh, tried to play the ball in there to Beto. Balls fell to Van Ewijk. It's come out to Tanaka. Dispossessed by Barr. Gruev too slow. Just come back out to Tanaka. Tanaka running with the ball. Won back by Dan Neil. This is end to end. This is Van Ewijk chasing down Mundell. Gruev with the tackle. It's foul to McAtee. McAtee running with the ball now. Driving through midfield. Plays the ball out to Dan James. Comes in on the inside on his left foot. Tackled by Job Bellingham.
Now we're inside the final 15 minutes. Job Bellingham. Now with Neil.
Dan Neil can't get past Tanaka. Tanaka now bringing the ball forward. Tries to need some support. Can't do it all on his own, but gets dispossessed yet again. Leif Davis fires the ball into Gruev. Gruev looks for Dan James. Dan James tries to win the ball. Wins the ball successfully. Comes out to McAtee. McAtee looks for Solomon. Solomon cutting in on his right foot. Can't find any space. Tries to play through Beto. Doesn't quite come off. Tanaka now. No, it's Gruev. Gruev. Vidal. Solomon chasing down.
Not many teams would have stopped them today.
Daniel tries to float one in. Doesn't quite work off. Tanaka loses the ball again from Daniel. Daniel. 3-0 leads. We've won it again. Kieran McKenna can't stop winning at the moment. It's another win for Kieran McKenna, which pushes Leeds into 4th in the table. Playing some exciting football. This is just confirmation of Leslie having his medical for when he comes in on loan in the January. We will have him until the end of the season. So he will pick up that position instead of Gruev for the 6 months starting in January. We don't have him just now. We were unsuccessful to bring him in the summer window. So we'll have him from January, and we'll have him until the end of the season, and then we'll make our mind up if we want to sign him for the next season. If that makes any sense, because we're going to need some backup anyway, and Gruev can be back up on the bench for then. So this is the lineup again. There's no point changing the lineup. If the lineup is working, you do not change a winning team. So we're going to keep the same exact lineup for the game against Wolves. What I'm not getting at this moment in time is anything from James McAtee, and I don't know if it's because I'm playing him at cam or I'm just not using his ability correctly, because he starts off on the right wing, but I'm playing him as a cam, so maybe it's just going to take a little while for him. That's a brilliant tackle by Ampadu, who's now driving forward. I already spoke about in yesterday's stream, or the previous episode of the Rebuild, the first episode, that I was contemplating, do I move Ethan Ampadu to a CDM role, which he used to play originally. He wasn't always a centre-back. I don't know if anyone knows this. Ethan Ampadu played as a CDM for his entire Chelsea Youth Academy. So he hasn't always been a defender. He can play centre-back, but his primarily position is a CDM. His ability to run out from the back at centre-back into the midfield is obviously really good, but I'm thinking that if we did sign that Diego Coppola from Verona, it means that we could switch Ampadu to CDM next to Tanaka, and then we're going to have two really good pivots in the midfield, and it just adds a little bit more height for set pieces in the box. So I reckon that is an option that we do have, to bring Ampadu into the middle, because I'm not really content on playing three at the back. I don't think it's a formation I really want to play. I don't really like three at the back. I understand that some people might do, but I don't. Solomon, 1-0. Manuel Solomon with the attempt on goal makes it 1-0. And it's that man again. What's the chance again? Solomon again. Solomon again. Solomon again. Ole, ole. There's another attempt from Solomon. Perfect. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Let me just check the audio quick. Brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Sounds fine.
And the ball back with Wolves now. support available. Now disappointing end to the move.
Let me just do some settings though quick, because I don't think you guys can quite hear any of this. You can now, it's a lot better. I've just fixed that now. Sorry about that, like, I've just noticed that the audio, obviously, I've not streamed to YouTube. I'm used to streaming to Twitch, but even then, I've just realised that the whole mic settings and the audio of my streams have been so bad. So I really do apologise for that. The last episode, it appeared that the audio was just so bugged. I ended up feeling like I was shouting the entire time. But it wasn't obviously the case at all. But I positioned the microphone quite away from my face at this moment for this stream, so we're able to hopefully get more clear audio.
Nice looking pass.
Dan James floats one back post to Solomon, save by the Wolves keeper, but it was offside. That would have been a beautiful goal. Delicious ball in from Dan James. Still leads 1-0. McAtee. Ball's coming to a player called Hodge. Never heard of him. Evan Ndika, the sign the Frenchman. It's Cunha. Cunha, who is no longer at Wolverhampton, as I announced yesterday. I said yesterday, as it came through to my phone when I was live, saying that he'd completed his move to Manchester United. I don't know why he's joined Manchester United, because they've got no European football, so he's kind of just setting himself up for, yeah, and that's what happens. That is what you call karma. That is what you call karma. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Hope you're having a good day. We've just conceded, but it's Solomon again with another goal for Leeds United. Oh my goodness, he's brilliant, isn't he? Manuel Solomon. I hope that Leeds do manage to sign him in real life. I feel like it'd be an absolute wicked permanent signing for them. Manuel Solomon, what would we do without him? He's so clutch in these moments.
And the ball rolling again. Wolves trailing after the first half. Can they find a response here in the second? Very quick thinking there.
That's not a foul, ref. Come on. Come on, referee. That's not a foul. Cunha. Ampadu clears. Ampadu. Dan James. Solomon just decides to just not run for the ball. The ball's come out here to the Leeds, to the Wolves man. Has a strike on goal, but it's Kellier with the save. Gurev marking Evan Ndika in the box. Kellier calm and collected. Kellier with the mistake. It's Chan. He lobs him, and it's an unreal mistake from Kellier. I don't know what he was thinking there. That was awful. Absolutely awful. Quite disgusting, actually. Very disappointing. Alright, the ball. Tanaka. Gruev. Leif Davis. Back to Gruev. Into Tanaka. Tanaka tries to find Solomon, but Ndika sees it behind for a goal kick. That's absolutely outrageous from Chan there with the effort. So disappointed in Kellier. He's barely put a foot wrong in the last couple of games. Very disappointed in him. James McAtee with the turn. Gruev into Solomon. Solomon cutting inside yet again. It's Solomon for the hat-trick. He's done it again. Manuel Solomon. Manuel Solomon. What would we do without him? He's always there. He cuts inside on his right foot, and you were not stopping it. You were just simply not stopping it. It's Leeds 3, Wolves 2. Ampadu clears. McAtee again decides to not run for the ball. Nicely defended by Gruev. Into Solomon. Back to Gruev. Van Ewijk tries to find Solomon with an outrageous attempt. Just didn't come off. We're going to make a couple of subs. I'm actually going to bring off McAtee for Aronson. I'm going to bring off Solomon now for Klitschko, because I want to give him some rest, because I think he deserves it. We can't be having him getting injured. We just can't be having him getting injured. He's too important. Ashworth now bringing the ball forward. Nazarenko, never heard of him. Gruev. Gruev running with the ball. Tries to look for Solomon. Solomon now. Solomon, what can he do? He's still got the ball. He's gone slightly wide. He's going to have to bring it back. Davis. Gruev. Tanaka. To Gruev. Back to Davis. Oh, that would have been beautiful if it managed to come off. Wolves clear the ball. It's come out to Chihuahua. Hanky Chan. To Andre. To Ashworth. To Chan. Patrick Strout's going to have to stand big and tall. It's come out to Davis, and he's managed to stick it behind for a corner. Off comes Solomon. Off comes McAtee. On comes Aronson. And Klitschko can manage to hold on. This would be an unreal 3 points. Away from home. Can we hold on? Cunha with the attempt. And it was offside anyway. Out comes Tanaka. Tries to float one out here to Klitschko. Klitschko, ball over the top to Aronson. Aronson tries to find Beto. Aronson with the missed kick into Cunha. Let's come back out to Andre. Agabadu into Indika. Hold on, Leeds, hold on. Klitschko with the... No, it was Aronson with the attack. It does not matter. Does not matter. Leeds come away with the win.
How would you sum this up? Well, Derek, it was a really tight game, but they were the better side over the 90 minutes, and they fully deserved their victory today.
Worked hard for that. We worked hard for that. Whew. Forest beat Bournemouth. Next up, we've got Arsenal. This is not going to be an easy game for Leeds. This is probably, no doubt, probably going to be our hardest game yet. Coming away from here with this game at home with a draw would be perfect. I'm actually going to play Aronson for this game, I think, instead of McAtee. McAtee's played 2 games now, and he's not really shown me anything in that midfield. Hopefully we give the chance to Aronson. Aronson can hopefully take use of it with a goal or an assist. Gotta watch out for the Bukayo Saka limp. If he drops a stinker, he'll go off injured, as he always does. Let's switch the play out here. Van Ewijk into Gruev. Gruev tries to look for Solomon. Solomon to Aronson. Aronson Absolutely wiped out by Calafiori, by the way.
And a look at the
That was a
starting 11
ridiculous
for
challenge. Arsenal have signed Robinson from Fulham. Right, Gruev on Saka. Manages to do him. It's now Martin Odegaard into Sambili Congo, I think his name is. Aronson running with the ball. Aronson still running with the ball. Tries to look for Beto. Doesn't manage to pull it off. Oh, Calafiori and Gabriel. Aronson's nicked it. Aronson cutting in on the inside. Saved by David Raya. Aronson showing why he should be playing. Corner now from Solomon. Solomon into Strauch. Back post. Beto back post. Still Beto. It's a corner. Solomon's going to float one in again for Patrick Strauch. We're looking for him, but Raya claims. Still 0-0. Gabriel. Arsenal managed to clear the ball away. Gruev. Tanaka. Out to Aronson. Back out to Davis. Back out to Aronson. Aronson. Strauch. Aronson. Back to Solomon. Tanaka. To Gruev. Ampadu. To Strauch. To Ampadu. Ampadu. He's going to look for Aronson. Who's going to find Solomon. Solomon away from Gabriel. It's Solomon. Does the dummy. Finishes it into the bottom corner. Manuel Solomon again with another goal. Stepping up for Leeds. The man is on fire right now. Manuel Solomon could end up winning the Golden Boot at this rate. That is a brilliant goal from Manuel Solomon. Absolutely brilliant. Tanaka with the interception. Absolutely taken out there by the former Fulham man. Patrick Strauch into Ampadu. Ampadu to Van Ewig. Van Ewig to Strauch. Pascal Strauch to Davis. Back out to Solomon. To Davis. Gruev misses out on the ball. The ball's come out too wide, unfortunately. Ampadu gives the ball away to Gabriel Jesus. Jesus intercepted. And Tanaka comes away with the ball. Solomon now into Gruev. Gruev to Aronson. Aronson absolutely wiped out again by Calafiori. What is this guy's problem? Jesus tries to look for Saka. Saka to Gruev. Ampadu now. Charging out of his box with the ball. Finds Solomon. Solomon cuts and absolutely does Calafiori. Calafiori dives in yet again. This Arsenal player needs to watch his back because he's making some very dangerous challenges right now. You could say he's unfortunate or very lucky to not already be booked.
Well, I think a classic commentator's curse just then. Couldn't make the ideal pass.
The ball comes out to Solomon. Solomon into Aronson. Still Aronson. He's going to cut in on his right foot. He's going to try and look for the back post for Dan James. Dan James. Gabriel clears the ball.
The referee has decided there will be just 1 minute of added time.
Balls fell to Sambi Lokonga. Jesus to Saka. Saka with the doubt. Oh, saved by Kellier.
Who can he pick out?
Ball out from James. Attempt. Another attempt.
And that's a real commitment to defending.
Ball out the box. Kellier with another save. Strauch can clear. 1-0 Leeds at half time.
The first 45 minutes have come and gone.
It's very, very ropey, isn't it?
Away they go again. Second half is underway here.
Beto on the ball. Hold it up. Into Gruev. Gruev into Aronson. Taken out
Fizzles out.
on the ball. Aronson has had an amazing game so far. Patrick Strout into Ampadu. Ampadu to Gruev. Gruev looks at all this space over here. Fortunately, couldn't pull it off.
And nicely over the top.
Into Ampadu now. To Strauk. To Tanaka. Tanaka does the Arsenal man. Plays it out to Van Ewijk. Van Ewijk looking for Dan James. Dan James goes for the shot. Dan James! Oh, you naughty, naughty boy! Dan James cuts inside and absolutely sends the Arsenal defender. What a strike from Dan James. That is absolutely outrageous from you, Dan James. Absolutely outrageous. Hey, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. We have just gone 2-0 up. Kelly with another amazing save against Martinelli. This game is end to end. This game is unreal. It's coming in now from a corner. Gruev clears. The Yank Aronson decides to run with the ball. He's showing me what I should be playing him over McAtee. Doesn't quite have enough strength though. Ball won again. It's now come to Tanaka. Tanaka to Aronson. Aronson can't get away from Odegaard. It comes out to Jesus. Gruev wins the ball yet again. Ball comes out to Solomon. Solomon dispossessed. Gabriel Jesus absolutely sent. It's going to be a corner. How you doing, Slink? How's it going? I'm doing alright, mate. How are you?
To go to the bench at this stage of the game. Able to clear the danger, at least for now. Plenty of support here.
Ball's come back out again to Dan James.
Plenty of live football.
Beto running through on goal. Can he do it all on his own? It's Beto. It's still Beto. He's all on his own. Oh, he unfortunately can't pull it off.
Robinson. Arsenal pushing forward.
Jesus. Van Ewijk. Tanaka.
Gruev.
Into Gruev. Into Strout.
Something has changed in the Brentford match. I'm just
Strout into Gruev. Into Beto. Beto looks for the ball over the top. Can't quite pull it off.
Alex, thank you very much.
Jesus.
Farke.
The Arsenal players have not been able to handle the constant pressure from the Leeds players in this game. It's Beto outside the box, goes for the shot, hits the bar. Oh, it's so unlucky from Beto.
Well, they've done most things right today.
That is so unlucky from Beto. Ampadu. Leeds are after Nick Pope. I know, yeah, they were unsuccessful with Kelly. Solomon into Beto again. Oh! It's Beto with an outrageous goal. You naughty little man.
Well, this is a brilliant strike, as you can see. He hits it with so much power.
Oh my goodness.
Fantastic finish.
The audacity to score from there. Arsenal have been absolutely battered.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely
Someone called Birdseye, because they've been battered like fish fingers in this game. Absolutely demolished. Someone called the bulldozer, because this is turning into a demolition job.
The high press was on, and that's a fantastic tackle.
Arsenal have already bottled the league. Oh, consolation goal for Arsenal. It's not going to be enough, unfortunately. Defensively,
Well, the action continues.
Leeds should be very annoyed with themselves right there.
As things stand.
They managed to come away with a clean sheet at home against Arsenal. Would have been very good.
Minutes on the board.
Kelly tries to sleuth the ball forward. And it is 3-1. What a result.
Well, Derek, they were dominant in most aspects of the game, particularly in that midfield area, and they also looked threatening in the top third of the pitch. It's a really good result for them.
And in the final analysis, a really positive performance from this man, Stuart.
Well, he was all action, wasn't he? Good on the ball, quick to close down, and a key reason why they won the game today.
I hope you're doing all good though, Slink. I'm doing all good. That was an amazing result there against Arsenal. We're keeping this winning streak alive. Oh, and it doesn't get any easier because up next is Liverpool. It's not getting any easier. Up next is Liverpool. Can we come away with another result? The team? I think Aronson has earned his spot for this game. And we're going to keep it the rest the same. Exactly how it's been. Let's try and get a result against Liverpool, just like we did against Arsenal. This game's going to be even more difficult because we're away from home, but hopefully we can come away with a result. The only game we have lost in the Premier League this season was against Spurs at home, and that was the second game of the season. Hopefully we don't lose to another big six side. Balls come out to Aronson, operating as a half winger to give us a bit more width. It's come back out to Aronson. Aronson decides to play it safe. The way I see it is if we have the ball and we don't let Liverpool have the ball, we'll be successful. Tanaka, the former Everton man, Beto holds it up to Tanaka. Tanaka with the chance. Van Dijk clears it up into Trent. Mo Salah's first run. Davis into Aronson. Aronson into Beto. Beto against Van Dijk. Van Dijk stands his ground there. Big Verge. He ain't getting past Big Verge. Balls come out to Trent. Trent into Darwin Núñez. Former Liverpool man Kelly makes a mistake yet again against his former club. Van Dijk slips, but it's okay. Solomon has the ball. Davis, Strauch, Ampadu. Van Dijk decides to pass back, and it's very fizzed back because of the rain. It's coming to it's coming to Strauch, into Tanaka, into Gruev. It's come back out to Solomon. Solomon to Aronson. Solomon again running that ball, running at the defender, breezes past him, goes for a heavy touch, doesn't quite come off. Mabadashvili. Balls falls to Darwin Núñez into Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai is going to look for Mo Salah, so we're making sure we mark him. Just come out to Trent. Trent back into the box. Kelly here with a save. Trent is always going to be out of position, so we know that Solomon and Aronson can do some combinations down here on this left hand side. As long as we make sure that Trent's always out of position, we'll be able to catch him out. That is the play I'm going to go for. That is the tactic that we've talked about in the dressing room. Kieran McKenna.
We can give them high marks for their passing, but can they make this pressure count?
Let's come out to Gruev. To Ampadu. To Gruev. Let's come out to Aronson. Aronson to Tanaka. Still Tanaka. Looks to find Beto. Beto with his left foot.
Well, capable of so much better, to be honest.
Audacious.
More as well, Derek. I thought from that sort of position, he had every chance of scoring.
Wasn't quite on target, but we rate the effort. We rate the effort.
Not great, is it? There's been a real lack of quality in the game. The passing's been too safe, and there hasn't been enough movement from the front players.
It's got a 1-0 written all over it, this game. As long as we can be very good defensively and not let Darwin Núñez
Good use of the ball.
or this man Mo Salah
Took a really smart piece of defending to stop.
balls come out to Solomon into Gruev. Gruev tries to play a long ball to Aronson. Marquinhos. They've signed Marquinhos at the back, the former PSG winner.
A really good pass. So Bosley.
Makes you wonder where Konate's gone. Mohamed Salah dispossessed. Kelly with a save. Ball out to Szoboszlai, intercepted.
Winning the ball back.
Right, Tanaka out to Solomon, but the game is now half time.
Well, underway once more, and it's going to be fascinating to
Very
see what
defensively.
developments occur in the second half.
Playing really well. Banuik to Gruev.
Aronson.
Gruev into Aronson. Aronson.
Tanaka.
Tanaka. Play out here to Solomon. Solomon. Trying to look for some runners. Solomon fires it into Aronson. Aronson. Trying to wait for Solomon to make his run. Can't quite hold it up just long enough. It almost worked. Almost worked.
Say, more Premier League action coming up for you here on EA TV. It's
Strauk
Liverpool taking
to
on
Aronson. To Tanaka. Tanaka's waiting for someone to make the run. Tanaka's trying to do it all on his own.
in the end.
It's always going to be Van Dijk that clears the ball.
Pressing forward, trying to catch them out.
Ball out to Luis Diaz. He's always going to go wide and try and cut in on that right foot.
Salah.
Out to Salah. Salah to Luis Diaz. Blocked by Ampadu. Van Dijk into Kalia. Try and find Beto. We found the big man. Endo with the dispossess.
Luis Diaz.
Out to Diaz.
Still on level terms, moving the ball nicely.
Liverpool fizzing the ball around a lot better now. Ampadu, Szoboszlai.
Well, I must say, that goes down as a very disappointing effort.
Szoboszlai with the attempt.
So deciding to make a personnel change.
That was the closest that they have come to scoring.
McAllister.
McAllister now.
Misfiring completely.
Absolutely misstriked.
It's a poor effort, really.
Kelly clears into big man Beto.
Hope you'll join us for more live Premier League action on
Endo.
TV. It's Leeds United facing Bournemouth. Threading it through.
Patrick Strout with the absolutely brilliant tackle from Strauk. It's now come to Davis. And Mo Salah takes out Davis.
Salah.
Put him on his weak foot. Put him on his weak foot. Van Dijk.
Clearance.
Ball out to Solomon. Lovely touch from Solomon. Solomon into Aronson. Aronson looking for the run of Beto. Beto. Beto now into Solomon. Tanaka back to Solomon.
Could be dangerous.
Into Aronson. Aronson to Solomon. To Gruev.
What you call passing with confidence.
Tanaka. Gruev.
Tanaka.
Tanaka. Back to Gruev.
Just 15 minutes remaining.
We need some options here. We need some options.
Van Ewijk.
Van Dijk
Looking position.
to Dan James. Van Dijk. Szoboszlai dispossessed.
Now options are plenty.
Endo floats a ball out to Luis Diaz onside.
Diaz.
Diaz cuts inside, lays it off to Szoboszlai,
Chance here.
goes for the attempt, and it's saved again
So late in the
by Kellier. We're now going to make some substitutions. We're going to bring on Pirro for Beto, Klitschko for Solomon, and McAtee for Aronson, just to try and nick a goal. Salah used to driving by on his right foot. It's foul to McAllister and it's gone wide. We're not playing that from the back now. We're going to go long. We're not playing out from the back. We're going to go long. Ball comes to Sema Klitschko. Klitschko passes it back to Strout. Strout to Ampadu. Ampadu to Van Ewijk. Van Ewijk to Gruev. Gruev to Sema Klitschko. Into Tanaka. Tanaka does the defender. It's McAtee. It's McAtee. It's Pirro. It's Klitschko. And it's stolen by Trent Alexander-Arnold, who isn't even at the club supposed to be in this season. He's already made the move to Real Madrid. What's he still doing at the club? Luis Diaz on the ball. Slips it through to Salah. Salah. And it's a save by Gallia. Oh my God. We've come away with a point at Anfield. I will absolutely take that point. It's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant to come away with a point there at Anfield. We could have won it late on, but they could have also won it late on. The point is well deserved. It's 5 clean sheets in 9 games for Kelly, by the way. Absolutely outrageous. Started the season off well. We sit 3rd in the table. We've got a busy month for November. We've got Bournemouth at home, Fulham away, West Ham at home, and Leicester away. These are the next 4 games that we're going to play now, and then we'll end the stream. And then obviously December, we will be live again tomorrow. We'll do December tomorrow, and then we'll do the January window and finish off January tomorrow as well. So the aim is to just do 2 months at a time. We'll just see how it goes though. Up next is Bournemouth, but I would know that I'm going to play the next 4 games. We've got a message here from Stroke that's going to say, thanks for playing me. I couldn't take any risks, so he's happy with that. Up next is Bournemouth. Now this could be a tricky game. This could be a very tricky game. We're still going to do the same though. We're going to play Aronson again, because I just feel like he offers a little bit more than McAtee at this moment in time. McAtee hasn't shown me enough, so we'll just keep it like this. If anyone also is watching this and then you enjoy the streams and you enjoy watching it live, just know that it does go up after a video as well, so you haven't missed out on anything. So those that are watching live and you've already missed a couple of games, the live stream goes up as a video straight afterwards, so you don't miss anything. And also, if you want to see more of me and you want to watch more streams, I am a variety streamer, so I do stream over on Twitch as well, where I will stream a variety of different games. On here, I want to keep it... Oh my God, absolutely outrageous. It's Kluivert with an outrageous attempt. Completely bamboozled there. Wasn't concentrating at all in the slightest. And Kluivert has absolutely just smashed one in from like 30 yards. But anyway, as I was saying, on YouTube I try and keep my content, I want to keep my content more FIFA, Youth Academy, career mode focused. And on Twitch I'll stream a variety of different games. So it could be anything really, but I do tend to stream a lot of FIFA. Aronson tries to go for the chop, but it's Cook. Absolutely does me there. It's coming from Semenyo. Semenyo into Jadon Anthony. Cleared by Ampadu. Right, it's Aronson now. Into Solomon. Solomon does the defender yet again. And he absolutely takes him out. That's a stonewall yellow card there. No exception. It's come out to Gruev. He's going to try a risky suicidal ball that. It's come out to Strauch. To Davis.
Oh, nice ball.
Lovely ball. Solomon, back post. Beto. Almost Beto got the head on his head on that. They've signed Jacques Mele.
And here now is Lewis Cook. I must say this looks promising.
The Danish, I believe. I think he's Danish. Ivan Nilsson, Strauch. Bournemouth came with a motive here. Bournemouth came with a motive. Dean Howson has also made his move to Real Madrid. Was only there for a season. Ball held up here from Aronson. Aronson cutting in, absolutely bodied off the ball. It's now Semenyo, clips one in back post. Van Ewijk. Aronson's picked up a little knock. We might have to take him off at half time. Let's just play how we did against Arsenal and not lose the ball just like that. Ivan Nilsson, one-on-one with Kelly.
Well, that was a poor miss. Could they come to regret that?
We're playing very tricky right now. The pitch looks a bit waterlogged, which is causing the passes to not quite come off. Tanaka into Gruev. Gruev to Beto. Beto. Bit of a deep pass. Absolutely taken out there. That has to be a red card for me. Off. Yeah. The former Leeds player, Tyler Adams, wiped out off the ball there. Definite red card for me. Into Beto. Beto. Aronson tries to float one in. Aronson on the ball. Plays the ball into Tanaka. Tanaka looking for Beto. Can't quite find him. It's come out to Clover. It's now Dean Howson. Bournemouth come away with the ball. We have now got an extra man. We need to make this count in the games like this.
Well, it clearly was deflected, so it will be their throw-in.
Ball's come out to Solomon.
So
into Davis.
Quite going to plan for the home side. What to do, Stuart?
Well, they've not had quite enough
Aronson looks to play a ball through to Beto. Can't quite pull it off.
The second half, if they can get more support to their strikers and play with greater intensity, they can certainly turn this around.
Ampadu into Semenyo with the attempt.
Well, sometimes it's worth having a shot from distance, but he never really set himself to hit that.
Ball has come out. We can now play through the middle
So 1 minute of stoppage
because
time.
we've got a man extra. So these runs from Beto need to be spot on. But we also need the player in the middle to play the ball through pristine and precisely. The player just has to be patient from now. We can't rush the ball. We've got to be patient. Wait for the right opportunity. Wait for the right pass. And we'll break them. But we need runs like this from Dan James. Dan James tries to cut inside from Zabani. Doesn't quite pull it off. The ball's come out now to Gruev. Gruev to Ampadu. Ampadu fires it into Gruev. Gruev, that's a foul from Cook there. Lewis Cook. Tanaka. Ampadu. Tanaka. Try and float one in. Dean Howson has to clear. They couldn't risk it. Beto's in there. That's great pressing from Aronson, this. Solomon. Kluivert. Semenyo. To Howson. Howson. Araujo. It's great pressing from Aronson. He's still running. Ball out from Semenyo. Out wide to Kluivert. Ampadu. Gruev. Can't win the ball. Tries to hold it up but doesn't manage to hold it up. Lewis Cook dispossessed by Tanaka. Tanaka now looks out wide for Dan James. Dan James cuts inside. Tries to look for the run of Beto. Beto falls to Solomon. It's Solomon. can't quite get past Dean Howson. Dean Howson looks like an absolute unit. Tanaka on the ball, into Aronson. Aronson to Solomon, Zabani. Calm and collected. Evan Nilsson. Van Eerwyck to Davis. Gruev. Tanaka. Tries to create some space in the middle. Doesn't quite pull it off. Into Strauch. Here's Tanaka. Tanaka. Awful ball. Into Gruev. Ampadu. Lovely turn in the ball from Tanaka there. Can't do it all on his own though. Steve, it's not Steve Cook, is it? It's Lewis Cook. Lewis Cook trying to foul Tanaka. Gruev. Oh, it's an awful ball. The midfield just isn't on the same wavelength in this game. Something has to be done with the midfield. They're all not on the same wavelength. We're going to bring off Solomon for Klitschko. Solomon just hasn't had a good game. Hopefully Klitschko can make that difference. We just haven't done enough, unfortunately, in this game. Tanaka's been our best player on the pitch by a mile. Giabi now into Klitschko. Semir Klitschko into Beto. Beto just can't get there. He's not quick enough. Mark Travers into Male. Male plays it long into Evan Nilsson. Strauch. Van Eerwyck to McAtee. McAtee to Tanaka. Looking back for James McAtee. Can't quite pull it off. Ball's come out to Tavernier. Tavernier won back by Van Eerwyck. Van Eerwyck running through on goal. Heavy touch. Zabani. Travers with a long ball. It's come out to Giabi. Giabi to Tanaka. Tanaka into Semir Klitschko. Klitschko trying to make that difference. It's come out to Tanaka. Awful ball from Tanaka. That's so bad from Tanaka. He's had such a great game. And he just does things like that make you just... The passing, almost there from James McAtee, and it's going to be a 1-0 defeat by Bournemouth, and that's because of my talking. I wouldn't even say it's like we didn't play well. I'd say it's just because of me just lack of concentration when I was trying to talk about my Twitch. I blame myself there for that game. Didn't create enough, didn't do enough. Subs should have been made earlier. Got it all wrong. It's on me. Well, we lost that game. So I'll own up to it. Next game, though, we can bounce back with a win. Away from home against Fulham. Hopefully we can bounce back with a win. So the Ballon d'Or winner went to Haaland. Some could say that Ousmane Dembele was clearly robbed from last season. That don't seem right. Kieran McKenna was seen meeting with Ghana's officials in a local hotel last week. I don't think he was, because I've been sat right here. I can confirm that is fake news. No one believe it. It's fake news. Okay? Fake news. Up next is against Fulham. Let's have a look at the way they play. They play a 2-3-1 wide. They've come back off a loss, the same as us, but they're looking quite a bit shaky as well. They play with Lukic and Sanderberger. They've got Alex Iwobi and Sessegnon. Sessegnon definitely a key player to watch out for. They play a tiki-taka with Anderson at the back and Diop. But the key attacking is obviously going to be Sessegnon. So Leif Davis against Sessegnon is basically what we need to watch out for. In this game, I'm actually going to stick with my guns. I'm going to play Aronson yet again. And I'm going to keep the midfield the same. Better up top. Davis, Kellier, Ampadu, Stroke, Van Eerwyck, The team is perfect. Let's go. Let's try and get back to winning ways, eh?
Two inspirational teams, well capable of dazzling their fans. And welcome to the friendly confines of Craven Cottage in West London.
Andres Pereira kicks off the game for Fulham
And alongside me
at Craven Cottage.
I'm very much looking forward to bringing you action from
Wilson.
the Premier League. It's Fulham up against Leeds United.
Thanks, Derek. Well, often we talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players.
We need to try and get Dan James a lot on the ball.
Which of these teams has the right attitude today is the big question.
I'm going to try and get the ball into Beto a lot. I feel like that we could win the game here by getting Beto crosses in the box to Beto. But we will have a shot. Oh, Solomon. Ball in the box. Beto.
And a simple clearance, a good one.
That is probably the best way to beat this Fulham team. Get the ball in the box is what we'll do.
Well, as we look at the table,
but we do need to watch out for Sessegnon. Tackle there from Sanderberger. Tanaka.
I think it's fair to say they're overachieving at present, but the way they're playing at the moment, they have every right to be in a Europa League spot.
Ball has come out to Gruev. Hold on a second, guys. Need to take a phone call. Sorry about that, guys. Back now. Someone calling me. Back on the ball though. All good.
Well, Leeds hoping to plot a route to victory after losing last time out against Bournemouth. How do you see this one going, Stuart?
And Purdue.
Well, what a frustrating loss that was, and in front of their own fans. Today, they need to perform better in the top third of the field, but they certainly have the players who can do that, so I think they'll win this one.
Well, he really is danger personified, but in this game, Stuart, what do you think we might see from him?
Well,
Tanaka running with the ball yet again.
This season with his goals. At times,
Beto.
absolutely outstanding, and he will need to be tightly marked today, otherwise he could cause a major problem to them.
Trizoldi. Strout running out with the ball. Tanaka now. Again. Trying to make things create from deep. Tanaka. Still Tanaka. Still Tanaka running from deep. It's called out to Dan James. Come back out to Tanaka. Tanaka. Back out to Gruev. To Tanaka. Gruev to Tanaka. Cuts back inside. Tanaka on his left foot. Worth an attempt. Harry Wilson now on the ball. Come out to Gruev. Davis.
He has teammates around him. Well, if you're going to challenge like that,
It's gotta be a yellow card. It's gotta be a yellow card. Is it a red? Is it? Oh, it's a red card. He's off. Right, Solomon, put in a lovely ball for me, mate.
Into the box. Not the best clearance.
Wasn't the best kind of ball. Diop. Into Gruev. Van Ewijk. Dan James. Into Tanaka. He's going to go for it again. Loves a long strike, doesn't he, Tanaka? He will score one. I'm calling it now, he'll score one. This is not a successful rebuild if Tanaka doesn't score an absolute beauty outside the box. Best goal, though, was the Beto one. At the moment, this is the Beto one. The Dan James one was brilliant, though. Strout. Switches to play. But now White. Tanaka. Into Gruev. Out here to Aronson. Aronson. All into the box. Touch from Beto. Wilson calmly collects the ball.
Probably a fair assessment of his first half's work would be a mixed bag.
Well, I've been disappointed with him in that first half. He just didn't have an impact on the game. Yes, the service into him wasn't great, but his movement needs to be a lot better. Let's hope he improves in the second half.
Right, let's go with the second half.
Well, as they get the ball rolling again,
Beto
to see how the second half pans out.
Plays it into Solomon. Solomon into Beto. Beto makes it 2. 2-0 Leeds. It's running away. It's running to the away fans. Take a seat. Hi everyone that's tuned in. We're currently 2-0 up against Fulham. We are doing a rebuild, but in this case, Daniel Farke has been sacked and replaced with McKenna, and now it's Beto again, and I've missed. That's my fault, that is. But if you tune into the stream, you enjoy career mode content, I appreciate if you could just like the stream, subscribe, tell a friend. We love doing rebuilds over here, and I stream it, and it goes up as a video afterwards. So, and I do allow back seating. So if you want to tell me some players that you think would suit the rebuild, or players that I've probably never used before, I really do appreciate it. We'll give them a go. If it might not be in this rebuild, I can guarantee rebuild. Can't even talk. I might not be able to do it in this rebuild, but in the next rebuilds, I will take into account players that you have suggested. So. Ball's coming to Wilson there. To Strout. Tanaka. Aronson. Aronson plays it into Beto. Beto tries to turn away from Diop. Beto does well. Dan James now. To Tanaka. Tanaka running through on goal. Still Tanaka. Oh, Sander Berger stood his ground. Tanaka now. Couldn't quite pass the ball off. He won't be.
Very quick thinking there.
Veniwick.
Use of advantage.
Strauch. Andres Pereira took out Gruev.
What can they do from here?
Dirty challenge that from Andres Pereira.
Interception.
So dirty.
Well, that's a fine-looking pass. Chance for the leveller.
Andres Pereira with an attempt.
But remotely qualifies as respectable.
Still 1-0 leads. 6 people watching. Absolutely crazy. So good. I think my highest viewers has been 7. If I could get 10, would be absolutely so good. It'd make my day. Beto again. Beto again. Beto again. Ole ole. Beto again. Ole ole.
2-0 here, and the ball is moving again.
Ball's come out to Solomon now. Solomon, can he beat the defender? Beats the defender. Back post to Beto. Beto. Offside anyway. Beto on a hat trick. I am gonna make a sub. To be fair, I'm gonna bring on McAtee, and I'm gonna bring on Ramazani for a couple of minutes.
Well, the linesman sparing his blushes here, but you have to say it was a shocking effort.
And in the right position to read it.
Maybe his pace can get him behind a little bit.
And support available.
Now that they've lost a man, so
Sasha Lukic.
it allows us to
Nicely over
be
the
behind,
top.
just abuse that side of the pitch a little bit.
Well, there was impending danger,
Ampadu.
but good defending.
Comes out from Gruev. Gruev weren't enough on the ball. Strauch
Couldn't keep it again.
clips it out to Solomon. Solomon to Davis. Davis does the defender. Tries to play a ball down the line, but he gets dispossessed. Ball now comes out to Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe. Strauch easily cleared.
Unable to retain possession.
Aronson to Solomon. Solomon to Beto. On a hat trick. Beto, dummy. Near post. Rissa with the save. I could have gone far post, but I've already scored far post, and it's doing the same things over and over again. Just gets a little bit boring.
Still an issue here.
I want to try and go for some new different type of goals.
Position.
McAtee cuts inside, goes back post.
Well clattered away.
Doesn't reach Dan James, but it's going to finish 2-0, isn't it? 2-0 leads. We win it again. We are on a sublime run of form. You could say Kieran McKenna is overachieving.
How would you sum this up?
Well, Derek, it was fairly comfortable in the end because they were tactically
Doing well.
had better individuals.
I think we already might have enough points to stay up the league already as it stands. I reckon 33 would be enough to stay up. And we are currently got to be in the high 20s in terms of points. But up next we've got West Ham. And that is at home, so I'm pretty confident at home. Couldn't say that about the last game though, when we lost to Bournemouth. But we are currently sat in 3rd place in the Premier League table. Aston Villa are in 2nd. Man City are in 1st. We're sat in 3rd. Newcastle 4th. Liverpool 5th. Forest 6th. Arsenal 7th. Chelsea 8th. Man United in 11th. We're already high up there in terms of points. We're looking quite comfortable at the top. You could say it's getting a bit chilly up here. I actually quite cold. I've got my fan on currently. But yeah, we're gonna just go with no messing around. Like I've already said, we're gonna play the rest of the games. We've got 2 more games left for this episode, this stream, so to speak. We've been live for almost 2 hours, so we can knock out these two games fairly quickly, and hopefully we'll be able to finish the episode and the stream top of the league. That would be something else. I'm actually going to play McAtee in this game, just get him some more minutes. I don't want to drop Solomon, I don't want to drop Jan James really, but I kind of at the same time want to play Giabi over Gruev, just to give him some minutes as well. And what the plan is, when Wesley comes in January, the plan is to send out Giabi out on loan to just get him a bit more experience while we bring in Wesley to try and make that that push for European football. The plan was to stay up in the league, but if the plan is our sights on Europa League or at least Conference League, I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that. Hopefully we can finish Conference League. Get Leeds playing some European football again. If we can finish in the Champions League, it'd be very it would have happened too quick, and I might have to up the difficulty. I can't lie, because it feels a little bit easy at this moment in time. Or some sliders. Maybe we look at sliders. Try and make it a little bit more difficult. Garby into Beto, into Solomon. Solomon round his man. Solomon makes it 1-0 Leeds. Ooh, he's different gravy, isn't he? Hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Solomon has just made it 1-0 Leeds. Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka on the ball now, driving forward. Keeps it out of play. Back to Strauch. To Davis. Gyabi. Darko Gyabi with the ball now. Driving forward. Looks for Solomon. Can't quite make the pass. I'm not going to judge him on that one bad pass, because he made that sublime pass into Beto, which set up Solomon for the goal. So I'm not going to judge him on one bad pass. We'll judge him on this one though. Can he pull it off? Just about. Dan James keeps it in play, but it just gets dispossessed. That's unfortunate. Tanaka now winning it back. Lovely stuff. Ball's come back to Gambi again. It's come out to James. James is going to lay it off to McAtee. McAtee into Beto. Beto makes it 2-0 Leeds. It's too easy for Leeds United. Could say it's too easy for me as well. I need some sliders. I need some good CPU sliders to make it a little bit more difficult. Because this just feels like a piece of cake at the minute. James Ward-Prowse into Colin Mwani. Socek into McAtee. McAtee now. Looks for Beto. Beto takes a touch. Fires it just over the bar. Oh, it took a touch. Good save. Strauch. It's another corner. Solomon. Folleringham can't keep it out. It's Solomon again. Been kept out. Colin Mwani. It's come out to McAtee. McAtee can't bring it out. It's just fell to Fulkrug. Fulkrug into Kolo Muani. What is West Ham signing Kolo Muani? It's come out to Davis. Davis dispossessed by Kolo Muani. Fulkrug. Kelly with a save, as he's been doing all season long. It's come out to James McAtee. McAtee dispossessed by Maxwell Cornet. Ampadu's been dragged out of position here. Let's wait for him to get back in position. It's a lovely ball in the box. It's Colin Mwani. And it was an audacious, very close attempt. Strauch. It was a shocking clearance, shocking pass that. It's now Solomon. It's come out to Beto with the roulette. Can't quite pull it off. That would have been cheeky. That would have been just phenomenal. Wan-Bissaka now. It's come out to Fulkrug. Fulkrug 1-on-1. Strauch well defended. It's come out again to Solomon. Solomon through ball into Beto. Beto holds up the ball, waiting for the players to come into play. McAtee now driving wide. Still driving McAtee. Looks for Solomon in the box. Can't quite find him. Ball's come out to Giambi. Giambi tries to look for the pass out to McAtee. McAtee now cuts in on his right foot. Trying to bend it. Can't quite pull it off. We're approaching half time here, and it's 2-0 West Ham. 2-0 West Ham, 2-0 Leeds. 2-0 Leeds.
There will be 1 minute added on at the end.
McAtee wins it back from Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka wins it back from McAtee.
it is.
And that'll be it for the first half. McAtee's had a good game.
Away they go again. Second half is underway here.
Beto into Solomon. Solomon cuts inside. Solomon again cuts inside. Can't skip away from Mavropanos. Nicholas Fulkrug beating off the ball for Ampadu. Lisandro Martinez into Tanaka. Tanaka can't turn on the ball. Dispossessed from James Ward-Prowse. Giabi into James. Into McAtee. Into Beto. Can he skip away from Mavropanos? He does. It's Beto. It's Wan-Bissaka with the clearance. It's now come out to Giabi. To Tanaka. Van Eerwyk. Darko Giabi with the ball, charging forward. He's going all the way. He might as well have a shot. Saved by Fotheringham.
Here's Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka now on the ball. Back up to CAREERMODE.
Encouraging move from West Ham.
James Ward-Prowse. Souček.
Well, in actual fact, it ended up being
Kelleher.
simple playing for the keeper.
Bad clearance.
Might give them a chance.
From Kelleher that. It's come out again to Giabi. Giabi with a pass to Beto.
Well, this is certainly the home of live football.
Pass didn't quite get there, but it's still good. It's a good attempt. CAREERMODE.
It's West Ham United.
Step back out to Davis. Davis to Kelleher. Strauch. Giabi. Tanaka now. Bringing the ball forward. Tanaka. Into Giabi. Into Gabi. Gabi. Solomon. Cutting inside. Tries to look for Beto. Just almost. It's always that final pass.
Lisandro Martinez.
I don't know why West Ham have signed Lisandro Martinez. That signing makes no sense.
And into the last 20 minutes.
Not realistic at all. McAtee has won back the ball. This has to be a good attempt now. The pass has to be right. The pass has come out really wide to Dan James. It was the wrong ball, you'd say. Tanaka now. Out to Giabi. Giabi's going to look for Solomon. Solomon is going to try and do the defender. Wan-Bissaka wins back the ball. Fotheringham clears. It's picked up by Strauch. He's going to run with the ball and find Giabi. Giabi now into Solomon. Solomon is going to go for it again. He's going to drive into the box. He's going to try and cut it back. And yet again, Fotheringham keeps out Solomon. And Wan-Bissaka clears up the ball. Wan-Bissaka has been unreal. It's a signing I would not mind us making. Aaron Wan-Bissaka at right back. Ampadu now into Tanaka. Tanaka into James McAtee. James McAtee now driving forward. Looks out wide for Dan James. Dan James floats the ball into the box into Solomon. Solomon with attempt. Saved by Fotheringham. Chased down by Solomon.
Here's Wan-Bissaka.
Still chasing down.
On to Paquetá.
Lucas Paquetá into Souček.
And just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages. CAREERMODE. And there goes the
Back
final
into
whistle.
Paquetá and it's cleared. The game is finished. 2-0 Leeds. That puts us now. We stay third. Final game of the stream and the episode is to Leicester City away. Hey, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Next game. Can we come away with a win? Yet again. continue our push for European football.
Hello, a warm welcome. Our footballing travels have taken us today to the Midlands. We're here.
I'd love a goal again for Beto.
I'm your match commentator, Derek.
I'd love for James McAtee to pick up a goal or an assist. Whoever comes back into the side.
It's Leicester City up against Leeds.
Beto now. Beto holding up the ball. One back from Welfez. Taru. Taru to McAtee. McAtee and Ndidi, calm and collected, wins back the ball.
He has teammates around him.
Leicester City. Don't know what they're doing in the Premier League, because when you do a live start point, you're not allowed to change the teams, which is an error. To be honest, I think that should be a feature. A feature should be, you should be able to still change the teams who got promoted and change the teams that got relegated, but for some reason Leicester survived, so I'm not sure who ended up going down instead of them.
And a look at the starting 11 for Leeds United.
Well, I think they have a nice balance to their team. A solid back four, two holding midfielders,
Wasn't Wolves, wasn't...
players in advance of them, and a mobile centre forward.
I'm not sure who would have ended up going down instead of Leicester in this save. We'll have to have a look.
Encouraging move from Leicester, but timely defending when it mattered.
At the minute though, they're all over us a little bit. Let's try and get the ball out. Held up by Beto. Fouled by Samari, I'd say. I'd say it was a foul. Apparently that's a foul though. Right, Gruev won back the ball. Gruev, Beto through and goal, one-on-one with the keeper. Can he finish it? It's been dragged wide, but it's Beto. It's 1-0 Leeds. Welcome to the stream, guys. 4 people in here. Appreciate your time. Thanks for watching. If you don't mind clicking that like button, greatly appreciate it. Boost the stream, boost the algorithm. Makes more people discover me.
Justin. Fas.
Remember, if you've missed any of the stream goes up as a video, so you're able to watch it straight afterwards and catch up on all this content. Ball out to Beto. Dan James now. Into Tanaka. Tanaka into Beto. Beto does the defender, and he finishes it with a sublime finish in the bottom of the net. Beautiful goal that from Beto. 2-0 Leeds. Beautiful goal. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful finish. Skips away from the defender. Puts it into the bottom net. He's on a hat-trick. Together.
Leicester now in a potentially dangerous position.
Ball into the far post. It's won by Davis. It's falling to Ndidi. And Kelly, calm and collected with the ball. Plays it out from the back. Gruev. Tanaka. Into McAtee. McAtee skips away from Ndidi. Still McAtee. Tries to play it through to Beto. Heavy touch, and it's a goal kick. It's an almost beautiful play that from McAtee.
He's making his presence felt in attack, Stuart.
Well, the keeper will be sick at the sight of him. He's been shooting from everywhere, and he's taken his goals really well.
Gruev should be winning this ball. Lovely stuff. Tanaka now. Strauk. Back into Tanaka. Tanaka. Can't get away from Tapia. Ampadu into McAtee. Skips away from the defender. Plays it up wide to Dan James. Dan James now. Running to the byline. Dan James cuts back inside. Dan James. Still Dan James. In right to bait into Gruev. Gruev. Back up wide to Dan James. Dan James is going to run it at the Leicester man. He gets around him and he can't quite cut it back. That would have been beautiful play there from Dan James.
They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench.
Mavididi now.
Leicester being afforded too much space here. Chance to cross. Now what can they do from here?
Davis cleared. Solomon. Out to McAtee. It's half time. Leeds United 2-0. Leicester City 0.
Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how the second half pans out.
Solomon. Can't get away from Justin. Tanaka winning the ball back. Doing what he does best, driving with the ball. Plays it out wide to Dan James. James still running with the ball. Proves that he can get past the defender, Christiansen. Tries to win the ball but can't win the ball back yet again. Christiansen into Mavididi. Mavididi into Tapia. Okafor now. The signed Okafor. Ampadu into Beto. Still Beto. Gruev. Davis. Strauk. Ampadu. Tanaka. Back to Ampadu. Back to Gruev. Skips away from his player. Tanaka now on the ball. Back to Gruev. Davis. Gruev. Stroke. Davis. Davis skips past his player. Still Solomon. Hermansen. Christiansen. Mavididi on the ball. Make sure Mavididi don't skip past us. It's okay. Ndidi now. Has to play it back to Justin. Justin. Got no options. Gonna have to keep playing it back. There we go. Have to keep playing it back. Solomon with the press.
Tapia.
It's one back. McAtee looks for Solomon. Solomon does the defender. Looks back post for Beto. Beto on a hat-trick. And he's done it. It's a beautiful hat-trick from Beto. Beautiful play from Solomon. Doing the defender. Whips in a lovely cross back post for Beto. And it's so easy for the defender. Gets his head on the ball. Makes it 3-0 Leeds. 3 goals for Beto on the day. It's looking like a very easy victory for Leeds. It's one back from McAtee. McAtee to Solomon now. Solomon running with the ball. Tries to find Dan James. Dan James picks up the ball. Cuts inside. Lays it off to Solomon. Solomon with the strike. It's saved. Goalkeeper with the save. Aronson's going to come on for McAtee. Tanaka's going to come off for Giabi. Klitschko is going to come on for Solomon. We're making a couple of changes in this game. Giving some players some minutes. Gruev with the corner. It's going to fall to Ampadu. It's going to come back out to Gruev. Gruev back post. Ampadu's gone down injured. Hopefully it's not too serious. It's not, it's just a little knock. Hopefully he can hold out. Ampadu's managed to get all the way back, but he's still injured. He's still injured. They've played a lovely back post ball in. And Buayo Sanz, former Norwich City player, is offside. It's come out to Strauk, Davis, Gruev, Aronson. It's come out to Brendan Aronson. Can't quite make the pass. Buayo Sanz now on the ball. Christiansen. Ball's come out.
On to Fatawu. He got in the way of that cross.
No messing around. Clear the ball. Get the clean sheet. There we go. That is more like it. That is a brilliant way to end an episode. And this man here, 3 goals again. Absolutely unreal. What a number 9. Brilliant player. It's another 3 goals for Beto. What brilliant play from Leeds. Brilliant football all round. That is the final game of this stream and this episode. I hope that those who have been watching live and those that are watching it back as a video have enjoyed it. It's been a lot of goals. Let's just have a look now at the goals and what we're saying. At the stats. So 13 goals and 1 assist for Beto. 9 goals and 5 assists for Solomon. 2 goals, 1 assist for Brendan Aronson. 1 goal, 1 assist for Dan James. 1 goal for Klitschko. 1 goal for Joel Pio. 9 clean sheets for Kellier. Having an unreal season. Unfortunately, James McAtee, 2 assists. It's not like he needs to get some more goal contributions, I feel like. In the next stream, in the next episode, I'm not sure when it'll be. I'm not sure if it'll be tomorrow. But the next one, we've got Manchester United at home, Brentford away, Man City at home, Chelsea away, Forest at home, Villa away. And then January, we've got Wesley coming in, but we've got Manchester United away. MK Dons in the cup. We always sim the cups. So if we end up winning the cup, it's simmed anyway. Home against Leicester City, away Bournemouth, home against Liverpool, and away at West Ham. So it's kind of similar games that we've already played in this episode. But yeah, appreciate those that have stopped by. Appreciate those that have spoken in the chat. Appreciate those that have subscribed, liked the stream. You can like it as a video. That I greatly appreciate if you could. It would just boost the algorithm. I appreciate everyone that has came and stopped by. It doesn't even really matter if you've, but I just appreciate if you do like it because it just boosts the algorithm. Remember it goes up as a video. I also stream over on Twitch. You can find my Twitch link down in the description. It's just the exact same as YouTube pretty much. It's just It's Raggy. And yeah, I'll see you guys when I next stream and for the next video. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next stream. Thank you. Bye bye.